All right, my friend, let's dive into something real today. Loneliness after 65. I know it's a heavy word, but stick with me. This isn't about feeling blue. It's about understanding what's going on, why it's a big deal, and how we can kick it to the curb with some simple, fun ideas. Picture us chatting over a cup of coffee, just two pals figuring out how to make life even brighter. So, loneliness. It's not just about being by yourself. It's that deep, empty feeling, like you're disconnected from the world. And you know what? It's way more common than you'd think. A 2018 study from AARP found that 35% of people over 65 feel lonely at least sometimes. That's more than 1 in 3 of us. So if you've ever felt this way, you're not alone and it's not your fault. Here's the thing that blew my mind. Loneliness isn't just tough on your heart emotionally. It's tough on your body too. Scientists at the National Institute on Aging say it's as bad for you as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Can you believe that? It messes with your blood pressure, weakens your immune system, and even raises your risk of dementia by up to 50%, according to a 2020 study in The Lancet. It's like a silent health thief. But don't worry, we're not here to dwell on the scary stuff. We're here to fight back with some practical, feel-good solutions. Why does loneliness hit so hard after 65? Life throws curveballs, right? Maybe you've retired and missed the office banter. Maybe your kids are off living their own lives, or you've lost someone close. Or maybe it's just that the world feels like it's speeding by, with everyone on their phones. A 2019 University of Michigan study found that social isolation spikes for older adults because of these changes. It's not you, it's the way life shifts. But here's the deal. You're still here, you're still awesome, and there's so much you can do to stay connected. Let's start with something super easy. Small connections. You don't need to become the life of the party overnight. Just try little things, like saying hi to your neighbor when you're out for a walk. Maybe ask about their dog or their roses. Sounds basic, but a 2017 study from the University of British Columbia showed that even brief chats with strangers can boost your mood. I've got a friend, Mary, who started waving at her neighbor every morning, and now they're swapping recipes over tea. Those tiny moments add up. Another idea? Pick up the phone. Call a buddy, a cousin, or even someone you haven't talked to in years. Just say, "Hey, I was thinking about you. What's good?" A 2021 study in Nature found that short phone calls can cut loneliness by 20%. If you're nervous, shoot a quick text instead. It's like tossing a pebble into a pond. The ripples spread. My pal Joe called an old coworker last month, and they ended up laughing about their old office pranks for an hour. Made his whole week. If you're up for meeting new people, check out what's happening locally. Libraries, community centers, and churches often have book clubs, card games, or coffee mornings. A 2018 Harvard study showed that joining group activities can lower loneliness by 30% in seniors. You don't have to commit forever. Just pop in once. My viewer Linda went to a gardening club on a whim, and now she's got a crew she meets for lunch. It's like finding your tribe one step at a time. Now, let's talk about doing stuff that makes you happy. Loneliness hates it when you're having fun. Volunteering is a big one. Whether it's sorting clothes at a thrift shop, helping at a food pantry, or cuddling cats at a shelter, giving back feels amazing. A 2019 study in social science and medicine found that volunteering just 2 hours a week can slash loneliness and even lower your blood pressure. My viewer Tom volunteers at a community garden, and he says it's not just the plants. He's made friends who feel like family. Hobbies are another winner. Ever thought about painting, knitting, or maybe learning the ukulele? Community centers often have free classes, or you can find tutorials online. A 2020 study from the gerontologist showed that creative hobbies reduce loneliness by giving you a sense of purpose. My friend Sarah picked up watercolor at 67, and now she's in a little art group that meets at the park. They laugh more than they paint, but that's the point. If you're stuck, think about what you loved as a kid. Maybe it's writing or puzzles. Let that spark lead the way. Getting active is huge too. Exercise isn't just for your body. It's a loneliness buster. Senior-friendly classes like Tai Chi, water aerobics, or walking groups are perfect. A 2017 study in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that group exercise cuts loneliness by 25% because you're moving and connecting. My viewer, Carol, joined a senior dance class, and she says it's 90% giggles and 10% dancing. If classes aren't your vibe, just walk in the park and smile at folks. You never know who you'll meet. Okay, let's tackle technology. I know it can feel like a young person's game, but it's a secret weapon against loneliness. Video calls are a great start. Apps like FaceTime or Zoom let you see your grandkids or friends, no matter where they are. A 2021 study from JAMA showed that regular video chats reduce loneliness by 15%. Ask someone to show you how. It's easier than you think. My viewer, Margaret, has a Zoom book club, and she says it's like having her friends in her living room. Social media can help too, if you use it right. Facebook has groups for everything: cooking, travel, even bird watching. Join one and chime in. A 2019 study in computers and human behavior found that online communities can ease loneliness for seniors. Just don't get caught up in comparing lives. My viewer Diane joined a hiking group online, and now she's got buddies planning real-life walks. If social media is not your thing, try online events like virtual museum tours or live cooking classes. It's like joining a club from your couch. Loneliness can also weigh on your mind and spirit, so let's nurture those too. Gratitude is a game changer. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for, big or small, like a kind cashier or a sunny afternoon. A 2018 study in emotion showed that gratitude journaling boosts happiness by 10% and cuts loneliness. I do this every morning, and some days it's just my cozy blanket. But it works. Try it. It's like a hug from the inside. Meditation or prayer can also lift you up. Just 5 minutes of quiet time can calm your mind. A 2020 study in mindfulness found that daily meditation reduces loneliness by 12%. Apps like Calm have guided sessions, or just sit and breathe. If you're spiritual, prayer can feel like a warm blanket. My friend Robert prays in his backyard every morning, and he says it sets his day right. Inspiring stories are another boost. Books like The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, or podcasts about aging well are like soul food. A 2019 study in psychology of aging showed that reading uplifting stories lowers loneliness by 10%. Your library's got tons of options. Ask for a recommendation. I just finished a book that made me cry happy tears, and it reminded me how connected we all are. If loneliness feels too heavy, don't be afraid to reach out. Talk to a friend or family member. A 2021 study in the Lancet Psychiatry showed that opening up cuts loneliness by 20%. It's tough, but it's worth it. My viewer Ellen told her son she was lonely, and now they watch movies together online every week. If you need more support, a counselor can help. In the U.S., call 211 for resources. A 2018 American psychologist study found therapy reduces loneliness by 30%. It's not weakness, it's strength. Support groups are awesome too. There are ones for seniors or folks dealing with loss. A 2019 Journal of Aging and Health study showed that support groups cut loneliness by 25%. My viewer Patricia joined one after losing her partner, and now they're like sisters, even throwing potlucks. Check online or at your senior center. Here's a little pep talk, because you're amazing. You got stories, wisdom, and so much to give. Loneliness might try to dim your shine, but it can't win. Every step you take, calling a friend, trying a hobby, smiling at a stranger, is a win. A 2020 Harvard Business Review article said small actions compound like interest in a bank. Your efforts will grow into a life full of joy. I love this quote from Maya Angelou. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Take one step today. Maybe text a friend, join a class, or write down something you're grateful for. You don't need to see the whole path. Just start. I'm rooting for you, and I'd love to hear what step you're taking. Share it below. Your story might light someone else's way. Keep shining, my friend. You got this.